Hello everybody, this is Commander Strain and welcome back to Armoured Warfare. Once again we're on the 0.19 Russian public test server and today we're going to be looking at the Tier 10 Centauro 155 tank destroyer. Now this vehicle was last seen in the game back in the early access phase of Armoured Warfare and it returns as part of the 0.19 update, and you get this from the Zhang Fen dealer. Now this vehicle is part of the reworked SPG line of vehicles, and this entire line is causing some discussion amongst the Armoured Warfare community. But anyway, let's take a look at the base stats and discuss the ammunition choices we have on this vehicle. I've put on the screen the base Centauro stats, and as you can see it's a lightly armoured vehicle with 2,150 hit points, excellent mobility and not a bad camouflage rating. The vehicle itself is armed with 155 main cannon, which fires a selection of ammunition including high explosive, heat rounds as well as smoke rounds. Now the gun itself has 6 degrees of gun depression, a maximum deviation rating of 0.13 degrees and an aim time of 2.4 seconds, along with a reload time of 12.58 seconds. Looking at the offensive ammunition, as a player of this vehicle you have a choice of firing high explosive shells as well as copperhead heat rounds, and for defensive plays you can also fire smoke rounds that cover a 30-metre area for 20 seconds. Now in the gameplay footage you will see, I think you're only going to see me actually firing the high explosive rounds. I think they are going to be the best rounds to use, but only time is going to tell. After playing a few games with this vehicle, it's fun, manoeuvrable, hard-hitting, yet weakly protected. Do I think it's overpowered? Well, it's hard to judge after just a few games, but as a tank collector in Armoured Warfare, it will end up in my garage. And I look forward to what you think of the Centauro 155 in the comments below. Anyway, that's enough of me talking. Let's show you some gameplay footage. So here we are on the Portstorm map. We've got a tier 8, 9 and 10 game. It's 10 versus 10, and as you can see this vehicle is absolutely fantastic, especially when you get a nice camouflage pattern on it. But anyway, we have limited opportunities seeing it is only a 10 versus 10 game, but we're going to try and see if we can actually put this big gun into action and see if we can do something decent. Now looking at the enemy team, the Sphinx for me is the most dangerous vehicle on the enemy team, maybe along with the Dragoon 125, but that Sphinx with its autocannon and its ATGMs can do some serious damage to us. So anyway, we are spawned on the east side of the northern part of the map, and we're going to head up onto this little road here, onto the raised section, and see if we can make use of this position here. Now the difficult thing here is of course that the vehicle only has 6 degrees of gun depression. So here we are just poking out, just looking over there, waiting for any vehicles to spot. But of course, 10 versus 10, it's pretty slow to get going. Our team is deploying fairly nicely. We've got a Leopard 2AX and a T14 Armata, along with an XM103 and another Tier 14 Armata heading into the port area. In fact, our Leopard 2AX is getting really aggressive there. And here we are, first spots, and this is where the gun depression, or lack of gun depression, really hinders on this map. You can see there an enemy Challenger 2 ADTU. For some reason he's there and he's just turning, he's coming over to the middle. We get a shot into him, 395 damage. We also track him with a HE shell. So we pop smoke and we pull back. We've got a T90 MS alongside us as well. And I think there's a Panzer Hibitzer 2000 right behind us and to our left as well. So we're aiming again for the Challenger. We see an Armata fire. Frontal damage, only 236 points. So again, not a great deal of damage. Hitting the front armour of a main battle tank with HE rounds. And here we go again, looking to see if we can get some more shots on the Challenger 2. He's popped behind the hill there. We get spotted and we take a hit from the Dragoon 125. Didn't even spot him. I think he's far over, maybe in the G23 area, but he got a shot into us. And we did us some damage. We had some damage to our wheels as well, which took a little bit of time to repair. And here we go. Now the other side, you can see T14 Armata just aiming there, and that's our first kill. 339 damage into the rear side engine deck. And now we're going after this B1 Centauro 120, aiming for his rear, and he gets taken out. So team is now in the lead. The enemy team did put a small aggressive push down the right side of this hill area, and now we're going to get back into the action. And there you can see that Sphinx, which I think is one of the danger vehicles. So we get maybe a little bit crazy, considering our lack of gun depression, and we actually go after the Sphinx. And this, I tell you, is going to cause a bit of problems. Because as you see, we hit the rock, take some shots from someone, we can't get a shot there. We take another hit, this time from a Centauro 155 with a heat round. And you see our wheel got damaged, and look how bad the manoeuvrability and the speed is in reverse with a damaged wheel. This is something new they've added to the game, and this mechanic is awesome. It's going to make wheeled vehicles, if they're damaged, really, really hard. We bounced a shell there. We've managed to pull out of gun sight. We're still waiting for our wheels to repair. As you can see, I'm using one of the new repair modules, and unfortunately it was down, so we didn't have a chance to do a quick repair on our wheel. But as you can see, manoeuvrability is bad. There we see BMP-3M Dragoon 125. We get a shot into him, 460 damage. Again, tracking him. So the high explosive rounds definitely working in our favour there. Aiming again, see if we get the final shell, and no, he gets taken out. So here we are. Wheels still not fully repaired. Our team is 7-2 up, so the win is in the bag. But there you go, wheels now repaired, and suddenly we have a bit more speed. But you can see how taking damage in a wheeled vehicle can cause serious problems. And this is something that we're all going to have to relearn once 0.19 actually launches onto the live server. Anyway, 7-1. One vehicle left. Not sure we're going to get any more shots onto him. We're going to try and push down. There's only a Centauro 155 left. Weakly armoured, just as I am. I think we're not even going to get close to him. Look, they've got 4 tanks closing down on his position. Let's see if we can swing around, get a shot in. There he is. He's on low health. And that's it. Game over. So let's take a look at the post-game results. I did 1,725 damage with 5 spots, 2 kills, and earned 5,147 base reputation. Overall, I really enjoyed this vehicle. As to the discussion of whether it's overpowered, or even if this line should be removed from the game entirely, well, that's something for the comments below, and I look forward to reading them. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. It really does help out the channel. And if you've not done so already, don't forget to subscribe. Also, take a look at the links below and give me a follow on Twitch and Beam, and you can also check out my Patreon page. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.